Mommy and Daddy are still yelling at each other a lot. Daddy says there's a lot of bad men coming to hurt us. Makes me really scared. Uncle Jaffer is the only one who still plays with me. He says we should all go to the lake with him. He says it's safer there, but I don't want to leave my friends. You're not a soldier, are you? Please don't tell anyone I'm here.
Hey, who are you?
I'm Rebecca. I've been hiding here since the attack on Jova. When the bombs fell from the sky, I was playing in the treehouse with my baby brother. Parents ran out and screamed at us to get down. My baby brother ran to them. That's when the bomb exploded.
So, I'm looking for the blacksmith. Do you know where he is?
I don't know him very well. I think he doesn't like kids much. I saw some villagers leaving with the, ON peacekeepers on their white trucks. Maybe he went with them.
What happened here?
The soldiers rounded up everyone. Uncle Jaffer told me to hide when they entered the house. They arrested him and they took him somewhere else. The soldiers separated everyone. The men, the women, the children. People were screaming and crying when they were being forced into the buses. The soldiers didn't take everyone, though. The rest were brought into the forest across the marsh. Only the soldiers came back.
Hey, did you see where the white trucks went?
I watched the white trucks drive away. They took the road that turns behind the hill with the ancient monuments. We can see them from here.
Where's your uncle?
I don't know where they took Uncle Jaffer. I know he wasn't taken into the forest with the others. I hope they let him go. He promised to take me somewhere safe. Miss Haley taught us about Hadia. She told us that the Sabinians were horrible people who always wanted to hurt us. And they gave us examples of what happened in our history. King Astor was a very mean man who wanted to eliminate all the Palamists. The Slovenians think he's a hero. It's true. Look at what they did to us in Jova. Miss Haley was right. They all hate us. I want this to end. I want my mom and dad to tell me everything will be okay. I want to play with my baby brother in the treehouse. I want to go to school. I want to play with my friends in the marsh. And I want to listen to Uncle Jaffer's sermons. I want things to go back to normal. I don't think they ever will. They were always nice to me. Sal wanted me to stay with them at their outpost, but I didn't want to. This is my home. She came to see me in secret and made sure I had food. This morning, she told me she was leaving. She wanted me to leave Jova with them. I told her I was staying for Uncle Jaffer. She gave me more food and said goodbye. I hate them. They killed my mom and dad. They killed my baby brother. He was only 5. Miss Haley was right about them. They're not people. They're all murderers. Everyone I know is gone. They're with Zethris now, in the higher place. Uncle Jaffer talks about it in his sermons. It's where we go when we die. It's a place that has no memories. You only feel happiness. It's where my mom and dad, baby brother are. They're demons. They're here because of the Sabinians. They're friends with the demons. They don't attack them. See? They're friends with them.
Found the poor pup whimpering alone in a house, just abandoned there by the owners. Unbelievable how utterly heartless these Palamists are. He's in good hands now, though. Aren't you? Who's a good boy?
They recently assigned me to this battalion.
I needed a breather after we pushed through Umbrahan. I heard rumors about what was going on behind the front lines. That shit in the forest. That isn't me. The Asterian army is filled with men like Vass. And he is as filthy as they come. Watch your back.
I've seen Enzo and Daniel do some fucked up shit, but this takes the cake. Almost retched when I walked in. And again, what happened to their families? I guess it's tit for tat, huh?
Damn it! Of course I drew the short straw. The worst cleanup job in town and I pull it. Figures.
What the hell is this shit? You wanna join me? There's plenty of booze to go around. He's watching his family being hung by the people he wants. He waits. caught one of these scumbags scavenging for food in one of the houses. A few ripped fingernails later, he gave up the rest. They were hiding like rats down in the old well. This filth got off easy if you ask me.
This shit will never end. I need to get the fuck out of here. I had no choice, man. Voss and his goons look at magazines to see if we fired. Whatever you're doing in Jova, make it short.
These are the scumbags that hung the Sabinian family. What a waste of ammunition. They should have let me do it my way. They would have suffered for days.
Look at these fucking things. They're not the crunchiest chip in the bag, but they make up for it with pure aggression and ferocity. One of these bastards dismembered a guy like he was a mannequin. Well, they're calm now. But when you piss one off, run. Run your ass off.
I don't know why I'm still holding my gun. I saw a guy unload 2 clips into one of them. It just kept coming at him like it was nothing. We lost a lot of soldiers putting up these barricades. If they ever decide to storm the town, we're all fucked.
Man, I'm sick of staring into the marsh. These things aren't looking for a fight anyway. I can't wait to get relieved. I need to pay our sweet doll a visit. That'll take the edge off.
His gaze be upon you, my son. You're not from here, are you? I know everyone around here, and yet there is a way about you that is familiar to me.
Who are you?
I am Abbot Jaffer, the spiritual leader of Patham Abbey. My life started here, and it seems it will end here. I don't know where you are from, but I'm afraid you've wandered into hell.
Do you know where I might find the blacksmith?
Even before all this started, he was often gone. A dark burden weighed on him. I sincerely hope he has escaped Jova with the ON convoy. Pray, my son. Pray he hasn't been shipped off to the prison camps.
What happened here?
Madness and hatred happened here, and lots of it. When I finally managed to get back from Tulsi, I rushed to my brother's home only to find my niece Rebecca orphaned. Then the soldiers began to round up the villagers. When they kicked in the door, I told her to hide. I gave myself up.
I found your niece. She's okay.
Thanks, Etheris. She was always brighter than the other kids. When we leave this place, and we will, I'll take her somewhere peaceful and quiet.
Where's the Abbey?
It's southeast of Jova, sitting on a rocky plateau. From the marshes you can see its beautiful golden spheres and Sethris's ever-watchful eye. Tread lightly, my son. Captain Voss sent some of his men to ransack the Abbey. He's obsessed with finding the treasure that does not exist. They can keep beating me for as long as they want. I have no idea what they are talking about.
Did you happen to see where the convoy went?
Lieutenant Rue came to negotiate my release. Captain Voss would hear none of it. I heard their trucks leave the outpost this morning. Many roads lead outside the marsh. Sadly, my situation prevented me from seeing where they went.
Why is Captain Voss doing this to you?
Captain Voss is a criminal and thief parading as a soldier. You don't believe me? Look inside his trucks. They are filled with things he stole from Palamist families. It is the reason why he arrested me. He can beat me as long as he likes. My answer will always remain the same. There is nothing of value in the Abbey besides our barrels of mead.
Where's the ON outpost?
It's not far. Turn right, just before the blacksmith's forge. You should see it down the hill. The roots of hatred run deep and far across Hadia. This isn't the first time we've been caught in a perpetual cycle of violence. Sethris's benevolence lives in all of us. But the serpent also lives in us. He does not dare show himself until the laws and customs have fallen. When that happens, you will quickly realize that the chains holding civilized men are weak. Steel yourself, my son. The serpent strikes when we are at our most vulnerable. This war is a sword sharpened by propaganda and religious intolerance, slicing and dicing up what generations built over centuries within days. The exchange of cruel and violent acts and the lies perpetuated by the media all played their part. I was shocked to hear that even priests were involved in spreading hateful rhetoric. Now look at us. I see only darkness ahead, but I have faith in Sethris. I believe Hadians can quell their emotions and come back to reason. They must, or all will fall to ruin. Lieutenant Rue was the first outsider I ever encountered. She was as curious about our customs and traditions as I was about hers. This Buddha she spoke of is a fascinating figure. I was saddened to hear that the outside world seems to fall prey to the same dark impulses as Haitians, which is partly why the peacekeepers exist. Being a peacekeeper is admirable. Risking one's life for the betterment of others is a noble pursuit. No matter how hard they try, I refuse to hate them and never will. We both share the same land and God. There is plenty of room for peaceful coexistence, and Sethras has plenty of love to spare. I'm not naive. I understand why things are the way they are, but that doesn't mean I have to accept them. How do we stop the spread of hatred from one generation to the next? I lack the wisdom to know the answer, but know where to begin. I need to start with the next generation. The children of this war must let go of their hatred if we are to climb out of the hole we dug for ourselves. There is a moment in history that all Palamists should reflect on, if not regret entirely. The country was ruled by a heavy-handed theocracy, with one thing in mind. A young charismatic erudite named Savingo wrote several Reformation theses, which gained popularity. What did the Palamist traditionalists do? They hunted them down. They accused them of heresy and burned them at the stake. They were Palamists who only wanted reform. Nothing is easier than listening and finding common ground. It is effortless compared to the alternative. That moment of hubris sent us on the path of endless wars. We don't learn from our mistakes. We only seem to repeat them. I overheard the guards speaking of such creatures. If what they describe is accurate, then the darkest days are ahead of us. In specific passages, the Holy Kata speaks of Tiar's demons. Some of these passages relate to the curse of Tiar, brought on by the great sins of destructive emotions. These writings were meant to be interpreted as metaphors and stories, to teach and inform us. Could this be happening? May his eye protect us.